Trace memory. 10 years after what Ashley Robbins thought was the death of her parents, she receives a package with a small strange device and a letter from her father a few days before her 14th birthday, asking to come see him. The letter tells Ashley to go to an island called Blood Edward Island. She hopes to find out what really happened 10 years ago, only having a vague recollection in the form of a dream. Ashley comes on a small boat with her aunt, who is her father's younger sister, Jessica. Her aunt apparently knew Ashley's father was alive, telling Jessica not to let Ashley know. Ashley's father was a scientist, as well as her mother. They were working on a project that dealt with people's memories. Ashley wonders that if her father is alive, maybe her mother is too. But her aunt won't tell her anything, saying that when she talks to her father, everything will become clear. Coming to the island, Ashley's father isn't there to greet them, so Jessica goes to find him. She doesn't come back after some time, so Ashley heads off to find her as well. After hearing a scream from Jessica, Ashley rushes after her, only to find no one. But the bridge is pulled up, revealing the first and simplest puzzle of the game. After bringing the bridge back down, Ashley goes to look around. She soon finds a large stone in her way and moves it. Doing so gets the attention of a ghost of a dead boy named Dee. Being dead for 57 years, and Ashley being the only person to ever see him, Dee asks Ashley to help him regain his memories so he can regain his life and hopefully move on from this world. Together they begin to try to piece together their own pasts. If you haven't been able to tell by now, I love adventure games. The DS is a very good system for this. The controls are very simple. You control Ashley with the D-pad or by the touchpad. You have an overhead shot of her when you control her. When the magnifying glass icon changes color, you can click on it to examine the area around you, by either tapping the touchpad twice or by clicking the A button. You can also use the D-pad. You can also snap pictures in this mode as well. Now don't go around snapping everything. You have a certain amount of space in the camera, but if you take too many you can delete the pictures to make room. You can also talk to people in this mode. If a person is there, the magnifying glass icon will turn into a talking icon if you place the pointer over them. Last but not least, you can use items by clicking the bag icon. The device Ashley's dad gave her is a DTS, which is related to her father's research. Actually, it's really a DS. You can save here, as well as check your pictures, and place them over each other to solve some clues. You can check your item bag as well as see images of them. There's a DTS, which has recordings you find throughout the house, mostly letters from Ashley's father. There is one more icon to click, but it stays gray until much later in the game. Most of the puzzles are really easy. It doesn't help that I can remember them even though I haven't played this, and I think I played it around 2005 when it came out, but I could be wrong. Oh, this is a great security system. It's not like the symbol isn't on the frickin' sign right next to the mansion. That's what most of the puzzles center around, memorizing. I think that's what it's supposed to be. It even does that thing I hate when you see an item you can pick up but can't until you find the puzzle it fits with. I guess you can forgive it a little here, since the puzzles do center on remembering and at least they do it to you early in the game to let you know what's going to happen. Unlike the Black Mirror, where it waits much later in the game to pull that bull on you. But I just hate that in every game and can't really bring myself to forgive it. There's also a quiz at the end of every chapter, Ashley trying to make sure she remembers everything that happened in the last chapter, just to be sure. As far as I know, forgetting anything here doesn't really mean anything. Not all the puzzles are for memory. There are a few different kinds, like tossing this iron ball. Whee! Get in there! But not only are the puzzles easy, the game is very short. About 4 hours long and the puzzles don't slow you down at all. Which they probably won't, especially for those who play a lot of adventure and puzzle games. It's disappointing, really, because the story's not so bad. I like it, and hearing that a sequel is coming out, I hope it comes over here, and I hope it's longer. There are 2 endings to this story. While there's not a huge difference between them, if you miss too many of Dee's memories, he won't move on. The artwork for the story is nice. Most are still pictures, with character models only moving their mouth. Sometimes there are full stills for more cinematic-like moments. As for the graphics, the in-game 3D, it's okay. Not really that good looking, the models are mostly seen from overhead. Did you just look up at me? Anyway, when looking around, there seems to be a 3D style. Kinda reminds me of Keepsake style. While this game will be far too easy for most adventure game fans, it's still not so bad. If you want a simple, but not too much thinking involved game, and can pick it up for cheap, I would. An average game, but a fun one, despite the simple and shortness of it. I don't regret getting it. Till next time! Oh great, slider puzzles. At least there's no Zodiac. Oh son of a...